The craftsmen fashion wondrous things. The doctor heals. The lawyer pleads. The miner follows, the precious leads. But this or that, whatever befall, the farmer, he must feed them all.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Country Music Time Machine. This is Kevin. Do you realize that there are almost 2 million family farms in the U.S. alone? I grew up on a farm and I remember a lot of that hard work in the fields back in the day. Today we salute the hard-working farmers and enjoy some of history's best country songs about life on the farm. A big reason why country music has fans all over the world is because of the lyrics of the song, of course. It often focuses on important aspects of life, and one of those is life on the farm. A lot of country folks are farmers. While there are nearly 2 million family farms in the U.S., that is a huge drop from where it was long ago. There were 6.8 million farms in 1935, so life on the farm is not as common as it used to be, even though we sing about it in country songs. We should salute our farmers because even though those family farm numbers are declining, family farms provide almost 82% of the food we eat. So if you're eating food today, thank a farmer. If there's a song that perfectly describes family farm life, it has to be this one. The song tells a story of not being rich from farming, but enjoying the life anyway. Alabama released it in 1989, and it went all the way to #1. Here is High Cotton.
We didn't know the times were lean. Round our house the grass was green. It didn't seem like things were all that bad. I bet we walked 1,000 miles, chopping cotton and pushing plows, and learning how to give it all we had. As life went on and years went by, I saw the light in Daddy's eyes and felt the love in Mama's hands. They kept us warm and kept us fed, and taught us how to look ahead. Now looking back, I understand. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. When Sunday mornings rolled around, we dressed up in hand-me-downs, just in time together with the church. Sometimes I think how long it's been, and how it impressed me then. It was the only day my daddy wouldn't work. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. Walking in high cotton.
Now, I grew up on a farm in South Carolina. Our cash crop was tobacco, and we also grew plenty of corn and other vegetables. School was in town, and that was a long way off. So we always woke up early to do our chores and catch the bus. At school, it could be tough The city kids would often look down on us farm kids and the way we lived, but I guess that was the life we lived. I really had no problem with it. I really had no problem with those city slickers. But if there's one song that reminds me of that, it came from Johnny Cash and was released in 1973. Let's enjoy the tale of country trash like me.
I got a crib full of corn and a turning plow, but the ground's too wet for the hopper now. I got a cultivator and a double tree and a leather line for the hauling G. Let the thunder roll and the lightning flash. I'm doing all right for country trash. I'm saving up dimes for a rainy day, and I got about $1 laid away. The wind's from the south and the fishing's good. Got a pot-belly stove and a cord of wood. Mama turns the leftovers into hash, so I'm doing all right for country trash. I got a Mackinaw and a hunting dog, and a cap that I ordered from the catalog. A big tall tree that shades the yard, a big fat sow for the winter's lard. Let the thunder roll and the lightning flash. I'm doing all right for country trash. I got a Mackinaw and a hunting dog, and a cap that I ordered from the catalog. A big tall tree that shades the yard, a big fat sow for the winter's lard. Let the thunder roll and the lightning flash. I'm doing all right for country trash. Well, there's not much new ground left to plow, and crops need fertilizing now. My hands don't earn me too much gold for security when I grow old. But we'll all be equal when we're under the grass. And God's got a heaven for country trash, and God's got a heaven for country trash. And I'll be doing all right for country trash.
A lot of newer songs about farms and country music history are much more playful and fun, and this is an example of one. I can attest that I knew some very pretty farmers' daughters back in the day, and the song reminds me of them. It was a hit for Rodney Atkins in 2010.
Well, I heard he needed some help on the farm. Somebody with a truck and 2 strong arms, not scared of dirt and willing to work till the sun goes down. So I pulled up and said, I'm your man, I can start right now. And we shook hands. He said the fence needs fixing, the peaches need picking, and the cows need bringing round. I was hauling hay, I was feeding the hogs, and that summer sun had me sweating like a dog. So I cooled off in the creek. Then it was back to work in that dadgum heat. I was cussing out loud, thinking about quitting. Looking back now, I'm sure glad I didn't. 'Cause just when I thought it couldn't get no hotter, I caught a glimpse of the farmer's daughter. She was just getting home from Panama City. She was all tanned up and my kind of pretty. When her eyes met mine, I was thinking that I sure love my job. As the days got shorter, our talks got longer. The kisses got sweeter and the feelings got stronger. So we'd hop in the truck and get all tangled up every chance we got. We were down by the river all night long. When the sun came up, I was sneaking her home and dragging my butt to work. With the smell of her perfume on my shirt, I'd be on the tractor, she'd be on my mind, with that sun beating down on his back of mine. And just when I thought it couldn't get no hotter, I fell in love with the farmer's daughter. We got married last spring. Whoa, and there ain't no better life for me. I'm still hauling hay and feeding the hogs, and that summer sun's got me sweating like a dog. So I cool off in the creek, and she brings me out a glass of sweet iced tea. Now I'm on the tractor, she's on my mind, and I can't wait till it's quitting time. And just when I think it can't get no hotter, I come home to the farmer's daughter. Yeah, the farmer's daughter. Yeah, baby.
One of the most important pieces of machinery on a farm is the tractor. I grew up driving an old Farmall Cub tractor that's made by International Harvester. To crank that old thing, you had to turn a crank at the front. It would usually start, and it was a workhorse. It got the job done. And when I drove it, I thought I was the big man. At 8 years old, it doesn't take much to feel like a big man. In 2007, Craig Morgan sang his tribute to International Harvester, the maker of the old Farmall Cub. So let's enjoy a good song from Craig. It made it to the top 10.
I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour on my International Harvester. 3 miles of cars laying on their horns, falling on deaf ears of corn, lined up behind me like a big parade of late to work, road rage jerks, shouting obscene words, flipping me the bird. Well, you may be on a state paved road, but that blacktop runs through my payload. Excuse me for trying to do my job, but this year ain't been no bumper crop. If you don't like the way I'm a-driving, get back on the interstate. Otherwise, sit tight and be nice, and quit your honking at me that way. 'Cause I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I got 2 boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey, that's what I make. I make a lot of hay for a little pay. But I'm proud to say I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugging-lugging 5 miles an hour on my International Harvester. Well, I know you got your own deadlines, but cussing at me won't save you no time, hoss. This big wheel wide load ain't going any faster, so just smile and wave and tip your hat to the man up on the tractor. 'Cause I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I got 2 boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey, that's what I make. I make a lot of hay for a little pay. But I'm proud to say I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugging-lugging 5 miles an hour on my International Harvester. flower, chug-a-lug-a-lugging 5 miles an hour on my International Harvester.
Let's do another song about a tractor. There are many country songs about tractors, and this is a fun one. This one is one of Kenny Chesney's best songs, released in 1999. Here is She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. When I was first thinking about doing this episode about farm songs, the first song that entered my mind, probably because it's on my playlist that I listen to every day when I'm working outside, it comes from Tim McGraw, released back in 1994. It was a big hit. Let's enjoy this backwood party song. It's called Down on the Farm.
Every Friday night there's a steady cloud of dust that leads back to a field filled with pickup trucks. Got old Hank cranking way up loud. Got coolers in the back, tailgates down. There's a big fire burning, but don't be alarmed. It's just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. It's been on the tractor, ain't seen Becky all week. Somebody said they seen them headed down to the creek. Farmer Johnson's daughters just pulled up in a Jeep. mean. Old Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. Ain't no closing time, ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can come as you are, there ain't no dress code, just some rules that you need to know. Don't mess with the bull, he can get real mean. Don't forget to shut the gate, stay out of the beans. If it starts to raining, we'll just head to the barn. We're country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. Ain't no closing time, ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. Ain't no closing time, ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. Oh, let's get down, y'all. Stay out of the way.
If there's another song that will get you revved up to plow them fields, it has to be one from Jon Pardi. Jon called this song super hip hop, but compared to some of the new country songs coming out today, I would just call it an upbeat rockin' country song. Dirt on My Boots came out in 2016 and was a big hit.
Been up since the crack of dawn, just trying to get paid. Been hotter than 100 suns, I can't find no shade. Just 2 more rows and I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm shutting this tractor down. Give me a half an hour for a shave and a shower, and I'll be outside your house. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight. Might have a little mud on my wheels, but they gonna shine with you up inside. Gonna hit the club, gonna cut a rug, burn it up like neon lights. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but we're gonna dance the dust right off them tonight. Got a little dirt on my boots. Hard as I worked all day, I'm gonna work harder loving on you. Spin you all over that dance floor, right out of them high heel shoes. And when you're ready to quit, baby, we can slip right out of that barroom door. And when I take you home, don't worry, babe, I'm gonna kick them off on the porch. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight. Might have a little mud on my wheels, but they gonna shine with you up inside. Gonna hit the club, gonna cut a rug, burn it up like neon lights. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but we're gonna dance the dust right off them tonight. Got a little dirt on my boots. A little dirty dancing, blue collar romancing. I can get cleaned up if you ask me, but I can only get so fancy. Got a little dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight. Might have a little mud on my wheels, but they gonna shine with you up inside. Gonna hit the club, gonna cut a rug, burn it up like neon lights. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but we're gonna dance the dust right off them tonight.
Not all great country songs about farm life are party songs, and this next song is a great example of that. This was the first song I remember playing on the radio about farm life. Released in 1974, it came from Cal Smith, and it's a touching story about life. It went to number 1, so here is Country Bumpkin from Cal Smith.
Walked into the bar and parked his lanky frame upon a tall bar stool. And with a long, soft southern drawl said, I'll just have a glass of anything that's cool. A barroom girl with hard and knowing eyes slowly looked him up and down. And she thought, I wonder how on earth that country bumpkin found his way to town. And she said, hello, country bumpkin, how's the frost out on the pumpkin? I've seen some sights, but man, you're something. Where'd you come from, country bumpkin? It was just a short year later, in a bed of joy-filled tears, yet death-like pain. Into this wondrous world of many wonders, one more wonder came. That same woman's face was wrapped up in a raptured look of love and tenderness, as she marveled at the soft and warm and cuddly boy child feeding at her breast. And she said, hello, country bumpkin, fresh as frost out on the pumpkin. I've seen some sights, but babe, you're something. Mama loves her country bumpkin. 40 years of hard work later, in a simple, quiet, and peaceful country place, the heavy hand of time had not erased the raptured wonder from the woman's face. She was lying on her deathbed, knowing fully well her race was nearly run. But she softly smiled and looked into the sad eyes of her husband and her son. And she said, so long, country bumpkin, the frost is gone now from the pumpkin. I've seen some sights and life's been something. See you later, country bumpkin. She said, so long, country bumpkin, the frost is gone now from the pumpkin. I've seen some sights and life's been something. See you later, country bumpkin.
Now, honestly, I'm very thankful that I live in a small town outside of Nashville. If you saw the traffic around Nashville, you would understand why it drives me crazy. Farms and ranches are everywhere out here in the country, and people really appreciate the hard work and dedication of our country farmers. It seems everybody is easily upset about everything nowadays, and quite often you hear about those striking to make more money in different industries. A farmer's life is tough. A huge majority of farmers make very little money, but do it to make ends meet, and quite often they do it for the honor of carrying on the work of generations of family farmers. Could you imagine all family farmers going on strike? The result would be devastating. Basically, without a family farmer, we would have no good food on the table. Here in my small town, we appreciate the work of the family farmer, and this song does as well. Released way back in 2022, It's not too far ago. Here is Luke Bryan with Here's to the Farmer.
Talk about an uphill battle, 2,000 acres of beans and cattle. But he don't ever get rattled, he just goes till the sun goes down. Hydraulic fluid on his jeans, red dye diesel and 10 rows between. A cold one on the porch and a good night's sleep. Y'all hold 'em up with me now. Here's to the farmer that plants the fields in the spring, that turn from green to that harvest honey. Hold one up for the banker downtown that got him on his feet with handshake of money. Here's to the farmer's wife that loves him every night, raising a son, raising a daughter. They gather around the table, send it up to the father. Somehow they get closer when times get harder. Here's to the farmer. Subdivisions creeping on in, neighborhood kids keep jumping his fence. He could double his money, but that'd be the end of a promise he'll never break. 'Cause he looked his daddy in the eye, and he's got that stubborn pride. He'll be here to the day he dies. No, he wouldn't have it any other way. Here's to the farmer that plants the fields in the spring, that turn from green to that harvest honey. Hold one up for the banker downtown that got him on his feet with handshake money. Here's to the farmer's wife that loves him every night, raising a son, raising a daughter. They gather around the table, send it up to the father. Somehow they get closer when times get harder. Here's to the farmer. To the farmer. Here's to the farmer. Thank you, boys.
To all the farmers out there, we love you and we appreciate you. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. If you have a favorite farm song you want to mention, just drop it down in the comments. I read them all. Until next time, this is Kevin. Let's always keep it country, right here on the Country Music Time Machine.